guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my clinical stuff, the things I've bought in to get ready for clinical. So if you would like to continue watching, just go ahead and keep watching. So I officially just finished my second week of nursing school and I've been so busy. The first week I had like a meltdown. This time like there's just so much stuff. Last night, which was Saturday, I went to school and I was there from like 6-ish to like 2 in the morning, and they're not kidding when you literally have no life. But I tend to know my balance and how to balance things out. Like, let's say for example, I think I blacked much, but I just so you guys know what I'm doing. So like on Friday I worked 8 to 1, and then I had an exam at 2:30, and then I worked out, and then I went to the library, and then around like we left around like 10. Came back home, got ready, and went out and socialized with my friends out to like, you know, like drink and have a good time. And so like it's all a balance, because if you literally like take yourself out of social life, you will just be like freaking depressed, you know, because you're having no fun. And so yesterday I worked too. I worked from 10 to 5. I worked out, and then I went to the library like at 6-ish, and then stayed there until 12 o'clock, because today, which is Sunday, is my father-in-law's birthday party. And so I was like, well, I needed to get all my stuff done on Saturday. That way today I can have a free day, if that makes sense. And so I thought I could do a video on the stuff I bought in for my clinical. So let's get this started. So first of all, I finally got a stethoscope. So I used to have another stethoscope that cost me around $20, and you literally get what you pay for. And like the first semester of nursing school, it was okay, you know, like I was just using the $20 one. And then at my job, I used the stethoscope like with every patient pretty much. And so when I was taking a blood pressure, I really had to like push super hard to be able to hear a heartbeat. And I was kind of getting tired of it. And so I was like, all right, I need to invest in an expensive stethoscope. And so I was talking to the providers. I was like, what do you, because the providers I work with are nurse practitioners. And so they were nurses before they were nurse practitioners. And so I was asking them, I was like, what do you recommend for me to get? And they were like, well, get a cardiology 3 stethoscope, because it has like the peds on one side and then the adult on the other side. And so it's just like perfect, and like the earbuds, everything is like really thick, and it's just really nice. And like one of the nurse practitioners that is just like following one of the nurse practitioners that I work with was like, oh my gosh, she's like, I have a cardiology 3 at home that I used during nursing school, and my husband just bought me a new one, so I don't use it anymore. And so I was like, oh, okay, you know, how much do you want for it? And she was like, nothing. She's like, you can just have it. She's like, but she's like, there's some things that you still need to fix, like it doesn't have some things, because she's had it for a while. And so I was like, really? Like, you're gonna gift it to me? And I was like, I can give you money. She was like, no, it's okay. She was like, you can just have it, it's just a gift for me. And so I was like super thankful. I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And so then when I started nursing school, like the week before, she brought me the stethoscope. And so it's the blue cardiology 3. And you know it's a cardiology 3 because it tells you right, if you can see, focus. And how I said, it has the ped side and then the adult side. So this is a Littman quality, which is like, I believe it's like one of the best stethoscopes, the brand that you can get. And then it just has the earbuds, and you just pop them in, and I love it so much. I've been using it at work and at school. And how I used to have trouble with hearing blood pressures. Now you literally just tap it over, like barely hold it, and you can hear every single sound. But like what I like about this stethoscope is that it blocks out outside noise. My other stethoscope, you could hear any other outside noise. Like if the patient were to move, you would hear like shh. And this one, I don't know why, but it like blocks out all this extra noise, and you can just hear the heartbeat, which is amazing. It makes everything so much better. So the second thing I went to buy, because we need it for clinical, is surgical scissors. So this is how they are, and they're just pink, and they're just surgical scissors. You can buy these at like the like at uniform stores, like a nurse uniform stores. We have a few here. I'm sure you guys have them in your town or wherever you live. And so you just can buy surgical scissors. By the way, I am sick, and so if I sound stuffy, it's because I'm sick. So I got this, and then I had to get a pet light. And you know, this is to like assess the eyes. I should fell. Okay. this to like assess the eyes and whatnot. And so I just got a pink one, and I had to be a little girly, out here. And so this is what it is. You can also buy it at the uniform stores. They're inexpensive. I believe the Cardiology 3, don't quote me on this, is about like 150 to like 200-ish. And so super thankful I got it for free. This was probably like $5. And same with this. It was like not too bad. And then we had to get a watch for our clinical. So this is a watch. So I actually had a hard time deciding on a watch. My husband was like, oh my god, like, why are you taking so long on deciding a watch? And it's just like, because there's so much to a watch. Like, there's some that have, okay, so let me show you the ones I got. Okay, so I got the one that has like the 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9, and then dots in between. And it's like a texture. It's like a rubbery texture. I don't know if you guys are, yeah, like that. And it's black. I kind of like to match my things, but like, buy things that match with everything. And so I decided to buy this one. It's thin. It's really thin. Because like, I didn't want, you can't use like your Michael Kors watch up in there. It's going to get full of nasty stuff. And what I like about this rubber watch is that you can disinfect it really easily with like any wipe, If you decide to go like buy a leather one or something, like, I don't know, it's just going to get dirty. You don't want to get your nice watch dirty. There's like tons of infections and diseases and stuff at hospitals that you don't want to get into your good watch. And so this is how it looks like. It's just really small and like, you just pop it open. One of the requirements is that it had to have a second hand just to see the seconds, because like some medications need to, you need, like if you're doing an IV sometimes or whatever, putting a medication in an IV, you have to take a certain amount of time pumping the medication in. And so this is the watch. I bought this watch at Target. I believe it was $14, and so pretty inexpensive as well. And so yeah, if you want to go buy this, go buy it at Target. And then the most exciting part, I'm going to cover my badge because, just like security purposes or whatever. So we finally got our badge that says student nurse, because we're going to be at the hospital now, and so they need to know that we're student nurses and not just a random person walking around. And so, on top of your badge goes your little student nurse thing, which is super exciting because now it like makes everything official. Like you put it on and you feel like I can run the world. Alright. So I got that. I also ended up buying nurse shoes because at the hospital you're going to be doing 12-hour shifts and your feet hurt. So you need some comfy shoes. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but nurse shoes are pretty ugly and they're pretty expensive, like hella expensive. Like, these are not Gucci's, but anyway, they cost like $130, $150, $200. I was like, I'm not gonna spend that much on shoes, especially like if they're ugly, if they're nice, maybe. And so I went to where I went is called V's Uniform, and that's where I got all my things pretty much. Well, the things that I told you could get at a uniform place. And I ended up getting these black, they're called Guardian Angels nurse shoes. So this is what they look like. They kind of look like Crocs. They're not the cutest thing ever. But they're so comfy. Like, it has like this padding inside. Like, you press on it and it stays lowered. Kind of like those beds that you can buy. And they're comfy. They needed, the requirements were they needed to be leather, black, or white. And so I ended up getting the black ones because, I don't want them to get too dirty. And then, like, they're kind of plasticky, which is good because you can, clean them easily. You don't want blood or urine on, like, random-ass shoes of yours. And so, yeah, they're really comfy. I already wore them for a few days. And, yeah, I really like them. So this is what they are. And that is it. That is it. That is everything I've gotten for clinical so far. Soon I will be doing more videos on what's going on in my clinical, how are my classes going, and so forth. So far, I've gotten a comment saying that you guys, that I made some of you guys feel overwhelmed because of what I'm saying. And honestly, like, I'm gonna be straight up, like, it's overwhelming, but you literally just have to take it week by week. And my goal here is to help you guys understand like the process of nursing and like how nursing school really is like raw. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say nursing school is easy, because it's not, but I'm gonna tell you that it's doable, because if I can do it, you guys can do it. And if all these nurses are working, like trillions of nurses, anybody can do it. It's just that it's hard. You have to dedicate a lot of time to it, and it's a lot. You need to put a lot of passion into it, because you're going to be taking care of real patients, and you know, you don't want to mess up doing that. And so yeah, you guys, keep commenting, give this video a big thumbs up, and subscribe. Tell everybody to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.